Hello Anna and Real Women of Philly. Welcome to round 2, side dishes. And my name is Antoinette from Mississauga, Ontario, and welcome back to my kitchen. What I'm going to make for you today is a Strata bread pudding. Not as creamy as a bread pudding, but not as dry as a Strata either. And the star of our show today is the Philly garden vegetable cream cheese. We're going to use that for, variety basically. Okay, so what we have here today is about 8 cups of chopped day-old bread. You can use any kind you like, whatever you like. I have a French stick here and a French loaf actually, and I've chopped it up into cubes. So that's about 8 cups right there. And then I'm also using 6 eggs, half a cup of onion, and a cup of cream, and about 2.5 cups of chopped vegetables. So what I've got in here, this one's frozen. I'm using frozen because they're a convenience we all use, and there's nothing wrong with it anyway. I have zucchini in this one, and red pepper, yellow pepper, green pepper, eggplant, and mushrooms, and tomatoes. But you can use whatever you like. If you like to use broccoli, cauliflower, whatever you think your family enjoys, asparagus. Anyway, so we've got that. And then we've got our cream cheese. We've got about 2 cups of the cream cheese, which I've put in a bowl. I've got spices I really like. I like pepper and salt, and I've got a nice blend here that we can use, and paprika. When I give you my measurements, I really hesitate to be so particular because, baking is a science, and you need the right combination of eggs and flour and baking powder and etc. But cooking to me is an adventure, and it's all about using your imagination. My mom, being Italian, my mom threw everything in a pot and out came a dish. You didn't ask how or why or when, but it was there. So I kind of have that same philosophy. So some of the ingredients are set because that's the way that the recipe has to go. But when it comes to amounts and things like vegetables, if you like a little more vegetable, you add a bit more vegetable. When I'm mixing up my cream cheese with my eggs and my cream, if I find it's a little thick, I add a bit more cream cheese. You really have to just sort of play it by ear and see what you like to do and look at it and see what you think will work best for you. Again, everything is subjective, and I've got you to do anything that you want to do in your kitchen. Okay, the other 2 ingredients I have is a little bit of grated cheese, which I forgot to mention, and this is basically for the topping. I'm just going to make a nice crusty, bubbly crust on top of the Strata. So let's get going. Okay, I'm going to use my mixer and my bowl today and put everything in a bowl. Now, if you have a food processor, you can use that, certainly. But everyone seems to have a mixer handy somewhere, so we're going to use this today. So I'm going to mix up my cream cheese and get it nice and soft. Okay, I'm going to add my eggs, and I'm going to blend these in. It's about 6 eggs I've got here. Okay. Okay, so that took a few minutes because you want the eggs and the cream cheese to incorporate as much as possible. Of course, it's going to melt, and if there's a little chunks of cream cheese, no one's going to complain. I'm going to add my last ingredient to this, and that's the cream. Well, not my last, but my last liquid ingredient to this, and that would be the cream, and I'm going to give it another blend. Okay, now I've got that blended. I'm going to get some of my spices. I'm going to add some pepper. And some salt, not too much. This is really hard to judge the salt sometimes because some people like it salty or some people don't like it that salty. But again, salt is another thing. If there's not enough salt in your dish after it's done, you can always add more. Taking away, that's a different subject. So I'm going to add a pinch more salt and a little bit of my blend and a little bit of paprika. And this will give it a bit of color as well. Okay, it's smelling really good. Okay, I'm just stirring up the spices and letting them get all incorporated into the mix. I'm going to add my onion and my vegetables. There we go. Okay, so this is our basic sort of custard mix, which you can see it's got all the nice ingredients mixed in. There we go. Okay, all right, now we're going to pour this into our bread. Now the pan has already been greased, and my bread's lying there waiting for the rest of it to come together. Okay, I'm going to just pour this over. All right. And I'm going to give it a stir. Whoops, we're dripping. I'm going to give it a bit of a stir just to get the bread all coated with the mix. And my oven has been preheated at 350, so I'm going to put this in the oven now, and it's going to cook up, and then it'll be done. Now you can also, rather than doing it in a baking dish, if you have a ramekin, you can put it in a little ramekin and make individual servings, which is also nice if you're having a bit of a fancier dinner, or if the kids kind of like the idea of a little round piece of side dish, that would be great too. Okay. Now, the other thing with this is if you want to make it the night before and put it in your oven, in your fridge, sorry, you can do that and let the bread absorb all the flavors. If not, I would leave it out for maybe 5-10 minutes, maybe while the oven's preheating, you can preheat it later, and let the bread absorb everything and get all nice and soft. It's up to you. Okay, all right. I'm going to leave it for a few minutes and then we're going to pop it in the oven. Welcome back. We've got it out of the oven. It's been in the oven for about an hour, and as you can see, it's all nice and browned and delicious smelling. And there we're going to plate it here, and I've put it in a plate. I've done one in a ramekin because it looks nice, and it's nice, and the kids like to eat it this way. And as you can see, we've got all the nice vegetables in there. They've all cooked really well. And again, I've used the garden veggie, but you can use any kind of cream cheese you like. So if you like the herb and garlic, well, that'll work for you. So anyway, it's a great side dish, and it keeps really well in the fridge, and everyone loves it. So I hope you love it too.
Oh, Mommy, you made me more food.
But I'm using it for Phil.
Oh, Mommy.
Oh,
please.
All right. Someone's got to eat it. Go ahead, enjoy, hon.
Thank you, Mommy.
I hope you enjoy it. And
Mom, it's so good.
He obviously enjoys it. So see you next time, and thank you again for joining me today. Bye-bye.
Mom, you had bacon in it.
That's true. Now, if you did want to, sorry, I'm back. If you did want to add a little more to it, you could add some chopped ham. Or for you bacon lovers, and I know you're out there, and I know who you are and where you live, some crumpled bacon would work just as well. But I think he looks pretty happy with the way it was.
That's good.
It's good.
That's good.
Okay, it's good. We got the seal of approval. Thanks very much again. Bye.